Good to see you today. We're going to be thinking about when Joseph was sold by his brothers from the book of Genesis. Our hymn today is called Whatever Brawls Disturb the Street.
Whatever brawls disturb the street, there should be peace at home. Where sisters dwell and brothers meet, quarrels should never come. Birds in their little nests agree, and 'tis a shameful sight, and children of one family fall out and chide and fight. Oh, wise will let their anger cool, at least before 'tis night, but in the bosom of a fool it burns till morning light. Pardon, O Lord, our childish rage, our little brawls remove, that as we grow to riper age, our hearts may all be love.
Whatever brawls disturb the street. And needless to say, things were not well at home in Jacob's house. His brothers, Joseph's brothers, went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, Are not your brothers feeding the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send you to them. So he said to him, Here I am. Then he said to him, Please go and see if it is well with your brothers and well with the flocks, and bring back word to me. So he sent him out of the valley of Hebron, and he went to Shechem. So he's going along, and someone sees him, basically looking around, and he inquires, and he finds out that the brothers had gone on to Dothan. And so Joseph starts heading that way. Verse 18, Now when they saw him afar off, even before he came near them, they conspired against him to kill him. Then they said to one another, Look, this dreamer is coming. Come therefore, let us now kill him and cast him into some pit, and we shall say, Some wild beast has devoured him. We shall see what will become of his dreams. But Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said to them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him, that he might deliver him out of their hands, and bring him back to his father. So it came to pass, when Joseph had come to his brothers, that they stripped Joseph of his tunic, the tunic of many colors that was on him. They took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, there was no water in it. They sat down to eat a meal, and then they lifted their eyes and looked, and there was a company of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead, with their camels bearing spices, balm, and myrrh, on their way to carry them down to Egypt. So Judah said to his brothers, What profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother in our flesh. And his brothers listened. Then the Midianite traders passed by, so the brothers pulled Joseph up, lifted him out of the pit, sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver, and they took Joseph to Egypt. Then Reuben returned to the pit, and indeed Joseph was not in the pit, and he tore his clothes. You can tell Reuben wasn't with them when they sold him to the Ishmaelites. So he goes to the brothers and says, The lad is no more, and where shall I go? And they took Joseph's tunic, killed a kid of the goats, dipped the tunic in the blood, and they sent the tunic of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, We found this. Do you know whether it is your son's tunic or not? And he recognized it, and he said, It is my son's tunic. A wild beast has devoured him. And Jacob tore his clothes, and he is mourning. All the sons and daughters arose to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted, And he said, For I shall go down into the grave to my son in mourning. And thus his father wept for him. And the Midianites, the Ishmaelites, had taken Joseph on to Egypt. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So Joseph is sold by his brothers, but you can tell, they have different ideas. And some of the things that you see here, and in thinking about the hymn, whatever brawls disturb the street, oh, well, there's all sorts of brawls. And so some of the brothers just began by saying, just kill him. And, that's just how some people are. Some people view the solution to every problem as a funeral. It's like, when he's dead, everything will be better. And we're better off if he's dead. And that's just how that's some people's solution. And of course, here's some of the brothers, they're going to force that solution. They want to force it. They want to kill him. And it's a sad picture, isn't it? We're talking about family. And so some say, just kill him. They conspire against it. But then Reuben says, no, let's not kill him. Throw him into this pit and don't lay a hand on him. And notice verse 22, he wants to deliver him out of their hands and bring him back to his father. Most people think that this was Reuben's way of trying to ingratiate himself back to his father, and that he would look like the hero bringing him back home. I'm not exactly sure how that would play out. I mean, it's like, wait a minute. Okay, Reuben, who are you rescuing him from? He's already down in the pit, right? Let's see. The dreamer's coming. So I guess he's not down in the pit yet. But Reuben says, cast him into this pit, which is in the wilderness. I don't understand Reuben's thinking. I don't think Reuben's thinking real clearly. Let's cast him into the pit. Don't lay a hand on him so that he might deliver him out of their hands. Don't you think Dad's going to ask Joseph, how did you get into the pit? Anyway, but some people, again, Reuben wants to look like the hero. And that's how some people are. They want the attention on them. They want glory for themselves. And that's just not how it works either. All glory goes to the Lord. So then Judah pipes up, and Judah says, let's not kill him. Let's sell him. What profit is it? What profit is there for us if we kill him? So, they sat down to eat that meal while he's down in the pit and he's crying out. We know that from another account. And Judah, it's about the money for Judah. It's like, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites. And so that's what they end up doing. And then they come back and they do the whole thing with his tunic, and they tell Jacob they tell him he's dead. They say, do you recognize the tunic? As though they themselves didn't recognize the tunic. There's a lot of deception in there. Here Jacob is in mourning because his son is dead, and they arose to comfort him. You remember what Job says about his friends? Sorry comforters are you all? Well, Jacob's children who know about this, and they don't all know about it. Benjamin, And so they arose to comfort their father. There's a lot of deception there in there. There's deception, greed, hatefulness, a lot of different issues. And there Reuben, whatever Reuben's thinking. And so back to our hymn. I liked verse 2. Birds in their little nests agree, and 'tis a shameful sight when children of one family fall out and chide and fight. Of all the things that God hates, remember what Proverbs says? Those who sow discord among brethren. God wants us to be at peace. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. Join us tomorrow for another portion of our daily praise.